So we're going to talk about property market. We start with Sydney. We kind of use Sydney as a bit of a baseline. It was the first market colonised and we kind of use it as a reference point. And it's really interesting, for 200, how many years since we've been colonised? The market cycle is really similar. It has this 7-ish year boom, 7-ish year plateau, 7-ish year boom, 7-ish year plateau. What's happening at the start of the boom? When the fear of missing out thing. When it starts to grow, people go to an auction, they miss out because they weren't ready for that growth. They didn't want to pay the other $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 extra. What happens next time you go to the auction? It's normally your wife elbow you in the ribs, you go, I want that property, let's get it. We've been looking for a month, and you miss out on equity if you don't act quick enough. You can only outperform the average for so long, and it's roughly 7 years a market can grow before it gets unaffordable. It's outpacing inflation and outpacing wage growth. It can't do it forever, and then you get this unaffordable period where yields are low and it gets really tippy, and all it takes is a little bit of negative media and it can go flat, and then you get the opposite cycle to fear of missing out. And if you put, that's Sydney average, it looks almost identical, right? But the long-term average, compounding, has been 9.5. So that old rule of 10% growth, double in 7 years, it has-ish happened, but it depends when you measure from, doesn't it? If you measure from the end of the boom, it's done better than that. If you measure from the end of a plateau, it's done way worse than that. And so we normally get about -2 to +2 in the plateau, and we average about 15 during the boom. Which one do you want?